The other issue and the focus of the government from the get-go has been to protect the vulnerable. Certainly once vaccines were achieved and made available, they wanted to get to the disabled and the aged first. And this is the real contrast, I think, Andrew, between the outbreaks we're seeing now and that which we reported on at length last year in Victoria.
That's right. So in Victoria, no vaccination. People were really dropping like flies. They were dying through the aged care system, patients. That's not occurring in New South Wales, thankfully. But there have been a couple of outbreaks because aged care workers, it wasn't made mandatory. The states resisted that. I know Scott Morrison was frustrated with that. It's also clear that they haven't done enough quickly enough to vaccinate disability care workers. And interestingly, Kieran, Gladys Berejiklian mentioned this at her press conference, so yet another shot at the feds. And Bill Shorten, the opposition spokesman, keen to take the ball up on this with Scott Morrison in question time.
My questions to the Prime Minister. The government announced, indeed promised, that every resident in disability care would be fully vaccinated by Easter. But as of last month, fewer than 1 in 5 residents in disability care were fully vaccinated. Will the Prime Minister take responsibility for failing to keep his promise to vaccinate all vulnerable residents in disability care by now?
At this point in time, we have had 17,311 disability residents on the latest advice that I received from the National Incident Centre shortly before coming to question time. That represents approximately 63.6% of residents.
So he seemed to have his mojo in Parliament generally, though, Scott Morrison, despite having a very bad Newspoll result again today. One of his people has before said to me that he's at his best when he's a little bit behind, as he was during the 2019 election campaign. People say that miracles or lightning can't strike twice, miracles can't happen twice. Well, I reckon there are about 3 occasions where that occurred with John Howard, 98, 2001, 2004, where he was behind Kieran, and he still got there.